Here's a very real scenario. You're going camping with your family or your friends. Nobody's got a generator and there's nowhere to plug in your electronics. What do you do, huh? What do you do?
I don't know, sit around the campfire?
Hey, what's up, Nerdgasm Fans? Jerry here, aka Barnacles, and today we're reviewing the RAVPower Dynamo On-THE-GO Power Bank. Now, this thing is essentially just a very compact, large capacity battery that you use for charging your mobile devices like your phone, things like your NVIDIA Shield, your Google Nexus 7, iPad, etc. Now, devices like this have been around for a really long time. As a matter of fact, before I got this one, I was using this little APC model here, which is a mobile power pack. And the thing that's really nice about them is if you're ever out and you run out of power, you can just whip this out of your pocket or pull it out of your laptop bag, plug it into your device, and use it, and usually while it's charging, which is really, really convenient. Another thing is I try to put one of these types of devices in every one of my vehicles, so if you're out somewhere and you run out of gas or you've run your battery flat, have a problem with your alternator, and you can't charge your cell phone, you've always got a backup power source. Now, the problem with these little backup power sources, one, usually they don't charge that fast. Like, for instance, this one only has a maximum output rating of 1.6 amps, which actually is really good. I mean, it's APC after all, and APC is actually, makes pretty good stuff. But it can only charge one device at a time, and it's got a decent capacity, but it's not a phenomenal capacity. Like, last time I used this, I was able to charge my cell phone up about once, and I didn't even get it to 100% before it finally died. So now what sets this guy apart right here is it can charge your iPhone like 7 or 8 times, like your iPhone 5. It can charge it from a dead flat 7 or 8 times because it's got a crazy 14,000 milliamp hours of power inside of it. It's absolutely insane. So let's go ahead and crack open the box and see what's inside. All right, the box that we have here, it's a black box. It says on the front that it has over 500 recharges, which is pretty cool. If you figure that each time you recharge it, it can charge your cell phone 8 times. I mean, do the math. I mean, that's nearly 4,000 charges of your device. Unless I did the math wrong, in which case just leave me a comment down below because I'm not correcting it. And then on the back, when you flip it around here, it shows you all the accessories that it can charge: iPad, iPhone, iPod, mobile phones, MP3 players, MP4 players, PSPs, GPSs. I mean, really, it's only limited to devices that can charge over USB. So as long as you can plug it into a USB port, the damn thing will charge off of this. And on the back, I noticed that they don't actually list the specs for it on the box, which I thought was kind of a damn shame because the specs on it are so phenomenal. So I'll just give them to you right now. It has a 1400 milliamp hour high-capacity battery, which can charge your iPhone 5 7 to 8 times, or it can charge your 4S. It can also charge your Google Nexus 7 3 times, and it can charge 86% of the battery on an iPad 3 or iPad 4. Now, the iPad has like stupid capacity, but that's still really impressive that you can charge it up that much. Considering that an iPad, I mean, I charge mine maybe once a week and I use it every single day. So let's go ahead and crack the box open here. And pulled out. Nice little container here. You've got the unit itself, which is, if you look at in comparison to an iPhone 5, it is rather large. Here it is next to the Nexus 7. And, it's fairly thick, but that's what you'd expect. It's it's a huge battery pack. And you can see right here, again, it says the capacity is 14,000 milliamp hours, which is absolutely cool. But what really makes this thing cool, guys, is it's got 2 ports on it. You can charge 2 devices at the same time with this. So if you take it camping or something like that, you can plug in your phone and your parents' phone or your friend's phone, anything that you want pretty much, and charge off this simultaneously. And then the other cool thing is the first port is 1 amp output, but the second one can do 2 amps. So it's got a combined total of 3 amp output it can do simultaneously. And the reason why the 2 amp is really good is that's what allows you to charge devices like your iPad and NVIDIA Shield and things that actually require a large amount of current to charge. Now, to see if the battery's charged, you just push the button. You can see out of the box it's 3/4 of the way charged. And then to recharge the unit, you just plug it into a USB port using the adapter that comes with it right into, whatever USB hub you have to charge it. Or if you want to charge it faster, you can plug it into a USB wall charger or, a high amp source. Now, they don't include an AC adapter to charge it, so you do have to use a USB cable, which they do include. So let's go ahead and look in the bag here. It's like dumping out gemstones. So it's got a really nice bag. Honestly, none of my other chargers came with a bag, so I thought that that was pretty cool. So now you can keep all your little cables and stuff together. And it comes with 2 accordion cables that have a universal adapter on the end that you can adapt to charge numerous different devices. Now, the first thing I noticed is it looks like it has 2 Apple charging cables. These look almost identical, but don't be fooled. They're actually not identical. Even though they look really, really close, they're not. One is for, I believe, charging Samsung phones, like Samsung 30-pin charger, and then the other one is for charging like your iPhone. So, which in this case, I have an iPhone 5, which means I need the lightning connector, and I have the adapter right here. This does not come with it, but you can buy the adapter, and you basically can put the adapter on the end, and that's pretty much how I know that's the wrong one. I already contacted RAVPower, and they said they're working on a way to differentiate these better, because the first time that I tried to plug it in, I was like, why is that not plugging in? It's because it's the wrong connector. This one is not for iPhone, even though it looks like it. So you just plug that in, simply like that, and then you just put that on the end of the connector, little universal guy. Plug it into your charger. For the iPhone, you only need the 1 amp. And then plug it into your phone. And then all you got to do is push the button to start the charging. And there you go. We're now charging, and I'm at 88% charged. So now I've got that sitting right there. So now it comes with some additional connectors, a standard little USB mini connector, and then the more conventional older USB type. I think, what do they call it? The Type B connector. It's like the little mini B. So you can charge other types of devices. So let's go ahead and plug into my 2 amp feed right here. And I want to charge my NVIDIA Shield. So, because everybody should have a portable gaming system. These things are actually really badass, guys, if you've ever used them. And I've got about half a charge on it. So let's go ahead and plug this into the back. And now hopefully you guys can see there's a little lightning bolt there, and it's charging. So right now, off of this unit, I have my NVIDIA Shield charging, and I have my iPhone 5 charging. And the cool thing is, this sucker has the capacity to charge both these devices. That's why I think most of these little battery packs, like my old APC, don't have a second charge port on them, is because, one, the device just doesn't have the capacity to really charge 2 things efficiently, so they only put 1 port on it. And, you know, that's, so be it. But this is awesome, because this thing is just like a tank. You know, you charge this, you're going to be charging your phone for like weeks. You go on a camping trip or something like that, I think this would be a really big deal. So here, this is my Shield, and it is still charging. So both devices are charging. And then on top of that, it also has a flashlight built in. I've noticed that RAVPower, they're kind of a weird company, and I mean that in a good way. And what I mean by weird is they create products that are multi-purpose, and it's like stuff that you wouldn't expect. Like, for instance, this is a battery charger, right? But also, if you push the button on top, I think it's twice. Let's see, hold on. Or do you hold it? There it is. So you hold it in, and you got a flashlight. So like if you had this in your car and it was dark out, you have a flashlight that I'm pretty sure, being 1 LED, will run for about 200,000 years before it runs the battery dead. So that's nice, you know. And then to turn it off, you just hold it again. And so you have a flashlight built in. And then to give you some more examples here, you know, they've done stuff like this, like where they have a RAVPower Wi-Fi disc. Now, I'm not unboxing this in this video. This will be a later video. But it's basically a SD card reader over Wi-Fi and a battery charger at the same time. And then you got stuff like this over here, where you have a RAVPower X Robot power bank, which has like multiple little tentacles and stuff built into it for charging stuff. And then they even do little stuff like this, where it's like you have a power bank and a little flashlight, you know, all pretty much combined into one tiny little thing you can throw into your pocket. So RAVPower, they're pretty innovative in creating all these little gadgets and gizmos. So definitely check them out. And then it also comes with this connector. I don't know which cell phone this is to, but it's like an itty bitty little power connector. But you guys can definitely go look on RAVPower's site and see which devices it specifically supports. But you can see right now, it is more than capable of charging multiple devices. It comes with all the cables. And then when it's time to charge the battery bank itself, all you have to do is take and reverse the cable. So this is the cable that I was using to charge my my NVIDIA Shield. All you do is plug that into the charging port here on the side, just like so, and then plug it into a USB port, which I have one right on the side of my keyboard here. And now you can see right here, this is indicating that it's charging. So it's really cool. It's like in a minimal number of cables, so you don't have to have a separate cable to charge it. You can use the same exact cable and then include an adapter to charge the device. So just a recount here, you get the RAVPower 14,000 mAh battery pack. You get 2 of these adapter cables right here that right out of the box work with iPhone all the way up to 4S. If you want to charge iPhone 5 and then the iPad 4 that have the lightning connectors, you do need to buy an adapter, or if you want, you can just use the old cable, which I have right here. This is the old USB cable, and that works also because these are just standard USB ports. So if you were charging like your iPad, for instance, you'd go on the 2 amp connector, and then you would run that out and plug it into your device, push the button on top, kick the battery, and there you go. You're charging. It's really that simple. And then also, my Nexus 7 that I have right here uses that same smaller type of USB connector. So we'll plug that in to 2 amp. And this fully charged can charge this Nexus 7 3 times completely full. And you see right there, we're showing charging at the top. Now, one cool thing to really note is iPhones are really picky about the devices that they charge off of. Like, if you've ever noticed, sometimes you plug them into a cable and they'll say, oh, unsupported device not charging, unsupported device not charging. This thing puts out enough power that you don't have that problem. You plug it into the iPad, you plug it into the iPhone, it just pops up, starts charging, and then doesn't give you any trouble. So guys, there's not a lot more to say about this product. It's straightforward. It does exactly what it advertised. I already have quite a few subscribers that turned me on to this product before I actually got one to review. And they actually really enjoy them and use them regularly. So I think you guys aren't going to have a problem and you're going to enjoy this product immensely. I'll put a link to Amazon to purchase it down in the description if you guys are interested. And this is model RP-PB13. And as soon as I'm done with this review, this thing's getting fully charged and put into my STI, because when that thing breaks down in the dead of winter and I'm stuck out somewhere, I want to make damn sure that I can play Angry Birds. All right, guys. Hope this gave you a nerdgasm. Till next time. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, favorite, and subscribe. It helps me a bunch. Also, come follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I love interacting with you guys. You actually do have a key, but you just throw it in the hole, I guess, and push the blue button, and you're going. Gonna get your little dashboard. Ooh, 71. Honey, you lead foot. Jesus, gonna get us in trouble. The dashboard's kind of cool. The seats in the back are like seats in the front, so everybody in the car gets a nice, comfortable seat. When I first got in here, I thought the seats were really hard and uncomfortable, but my fat ass softened them right up. Now it's all... now it's